All right, Gemini. We are going to see what's going on with Gemini for the month of December 2022. This is new love. So, this is actually if you're going to meet new love in December of 2022. So, will Gemini meet a new person, new romantic partner, a new potential for the month of for the month of December 2022? And we have not the right time. And I'm going to be honest, I've been getting this for almost I think one sign. It was like within the next few weeks or something like that. But for the meantime, it's looking like not the right time for a lot of people are going through healing. It's all about healing and things being coming in at the right time. So I'm trying this new contraption that I have. I've had this for a while now, actually. It's not really new, but I want to start using it. I just don't know how because I'm not a tech person. So please excuse any shadows or shaking. I will get better at it. Why is it not the right time for Gemini? Yeah, cycles ending, cycles closing. You're still possibly closing out another situation. So that's not quite over with. Tell us about this world. You're ending a cycle, it looks like. So there's definitely some type of new chapter, new beginning that's happening, but I don't think it's going to be all settled, in December. Um, Tell us about this world energy for Gemini. I'm getting some of you may not really be settled yourself. Like you might travel a lot or you're like in transition of some kind. So it may just not be, the right time right now because you're still kind of doing something. Some of you could even be looking for work or you're getting a new job. But I feel like some type of transition is taking place. You could be entering a new field of study or a new job or something like that. So there's like a period of some type of transition that's happening. Let's see why. Seven of Wands. The question that's in this particular space that I ask is what does Gemini do that possibly repels relationships? And we have the Seven of Wands. So that's being either the Seven of Wands can be either an energy that is very argumentative. Okay. And the Seven of Wands does stand their ground. They fight for what they believe in, but can also be a very defensive energy where it's like back up. So, like not fighting for something because you get kind of it's basically the opposite ends, right? Being a person that really, really fights or a person that doesn't fight at all, and they rather just kind of walk away or run away from situations. Um, what what is something Gemini can do to attract the right relationship? What is something that Gemini can do to attract the right relationship, please? All right, we have the Two of Wands. So being making a decision and being affirmative in what it is that choose to do. Um, there's you have the world. So Gemini is not really a sign that you have to tell to be assertive. They're typically assertive on their own. Maybe some Geminis watching. Not everybody is. Not every just because you're a certain sign doesn't mean there could be other things that overshadow certain things. So maybe some of you do have an issue with being really assertive or making a decision on where it is that you want to go. What do you actually want? This was similar to Sagittarius, and and their answer was it's up to you because they need to make a decision on what it is that they even want. For you though, I feel like a transition period. Some of you may have already made some type of a decision and you are starting now to kind of like form roots somewhere or something like that. And again, it's some type of transition that you're in. So I feel like forming roots in a place, forming roots somewhere, because some of you may travel or you've traveled a lot and now it's about formulating roots. Tell us about this Seven of Wands. But even if it's not physical travel, it's just formulating routes, possibly even mentally, on where it is that you want to be. Seven of Wands. Why the Seven of Wands? Why do they have this Seven of Wands energy? Ten of, it could be something, maybe childhood situations from your childhood that either make you very defensive when it comes to having a relationship that's long term. Maybe some of you don't want a family, or you don't want children specifically. You may want a relationship, but you don't want all of the children and stuff like that come with it. Tell us more about this Nine of Cups. Some of you may just feel like, you know what, I'm good on my own. I'm emotionally independent. I don't, so it's kind of like going into a new phase of, hey, making an offer, or accepting offers because you're now ready to to kind of be grounded in a way where you may have been perfectly fine by yourself, and going from one place to another and having relationships and meeting different kinds of people and new kinds of people. But now it's like, okay, well, now you have all this experience. What are you going to do? Tell us about the Two of Wands. Page of Cups and Nine of Swords. Ooh, why do we have the Nine of Swords? We have the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups. For some of you, there's possibly someone that you want to work on a connection to. You have a lot of passion for them, but you may feel like this person is going to reject you, or they have their guard up, you have their guard up. Maybe you think they're already in a relationship. Um, but the Page of Cups is about getting to know someone, so possibly getting to know someone that you do eventually meet here. It just doesn't look like it's December, but it looks like it's at some point you do. Maybe in the spring. It just looks like at some point you do meet someone. And I don't know if it's going to cause you some kind of worry, but what this line is, what can you do to help bring in the right relationship? And obviously, this isn't going to help, right? So it would be the opposite of this, of not allowing yourself to stress and fret about a situation. You might even want to apologize, or there's someone that you already know that you want to connect with or reach out to. And I feel like the answer is make a decision to reach out. If they say no, then you have your answer. But you never really know if you don't. If you've been reaching out and it's been no, or it's been no response, then you have your answer, Gemini. But I feel like for a lot of you, there's possibly distance between you and someone, and you may want to reach out, but you haven't done so yet because you could be at a distance, or you haven't quite made up your mind to, because you are in more of a defensive energy. Why do we have, what is this Nine of Swords about? Thief, an official person. Okay, thief, an official person. So there's definitely like something, possibly something hidden, or you may feel guilty about something that you've done. So it looks like something ended here with someone. So this could also be about job, about work. I feel like you want to reach out to someone. I almost feel like you want to reach out to someone that you already know. So, for a lot of you, this is someone that you want to kind of talk to, that you already know. It's not even really a new person, but you might feel like it's too late here, like something has been lost, or something, there's been some type of sabotage, maybe self-sabotage or whatever, but it's like you kind of feel like maybe it's too late. And that's what this is. But again, I'm always of the mind, reach out, say your piece. At least you can get that off your chest. Maybe it'll open up an opportunity for a reconnection, or maybe it'll just allow you to get something off your chest and be able to move on here with this world. There's definitely something new with this world and page of pentacles. So you're going in a new direction. I feel like it's just being decisive, possibly being assertive here and not allowing this anxiety and this worry to get the best of you. Because some of you may have been so comfortable on your own for a long time here with this Nine of Cups. It can be the Nine of Cups can also be a very smug and arrogant energy. So perhaps blocking the Ten of Cups, blocking relationships from forming, because you're comfortable in the Nine of Cups. You rather be in the Nine of Cups. And it could also be kind of a smug energy too. So that could be something that needs to be worked on. We all have something that we need to work on. So that could be something that you might already know that that's an issue and it's been causing issues in your relationships. But, if you want this 10 of cups, there's opportunities coming in. Maybe not December, but there's opportunities coming in. You will rise from this, from being in this energy, and get another opportunity here. It might be with someone new, it looks like to me. But I also feel like if there's someone you want to reach out to, do it. Tell us about this world and Page of Pentacles. House and main female. Yeah. So you might be at a distance, like a physical distance from someone, or you meet somebody and you two actually live in two different places. So there's a decision too when it comes to like whether, number one, whether to give an offer to someone who lives so far, right? If you want to, like, do I want a long distance relationship? Also, if you're in a connection or and a connection blossoms, there's also the question of, okay, well, who's moving where? That kind of thing. But I feel like there is at some point some type of offer that's made or that's made that you make or someone makes to you. There's also moving. There's actually picking up and moving, selling of a house, moving, physical location change. Let's see. What else does Gemini need to know? Let's get a card for, let's see what this is that flew out. Facade and beliefs. So some of you might be, or, not being honest with yourself about what it is that you want. If there's this energy, like you want family, you want that, but then what happens when you get it? You're kind of someone goes into like this Nine of Cups. It's a little bit of an arrogant energy. It's an energy of I can do it alone. It's an energy of I don't really want that. It's someone's pretending. And that's what this is about because I don't feel like there's a thief around you. I feel like you're sabotaging yourself. And it could be beliefs that you're holding, outdated and old beliefs. With this four here, this official person, like some kind of belief. There's a little bit of like someone who's very rigid and like this is what I know on paper, and so there's no going outside of that. When maybe there needs to be a little bit of flexibility here. Giving people mistakes, giving yourself room to make mistakes as long as they're not disastrous, but some things aren't always as they seem, and I don't feel like relationships are something that you just write down on a piece of paper, and if it doesn't add to this formula or something like that, because people are different, everyone's different, and I feel like there could be some beliefs that are robbing you of finding happiness. Maybe for some of you, it's like the belief that you have to be in control. You can't look weak if you apologize or something like that. Let's get a card of advice. Advice regarding the situation. Advice for Gemini. Some of you may have to travel to someone, and we have the wheel. So, again, change here. Lots of very significant change. A time of positive change. A situation suddenly moves forward. Fortune is on your side. So, yeah, there's definitely a lot of change that's taking place, but don't rob yourself of going with the flow and going with this change and be optimistic about it. Reach out to people here. Reach out to the people that you want to reach out to. Have fun. Don't let anxiety and worry hold you back because you're robbing yourself. So go ahead and think of a question, Gemini, and we'll pull an answer card for Gemini. What is the answer to Gemini's question? What is the answer to Gemini's question here? That's too many. What is the answer to Gemini's question? We have no need to worry. We have, I'm just going to take it, compromise. And we also have get more information. So maybe talk to someone, talk to people. But I think it looks very promising. So that is what I have for you, Gemini. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you have a fantastic week. You stay blessed, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.